Assalamu alaikum. Here Zikra said. Today we are discussing about some MCQs on classification and analysis of narcotics and drugs. First of all, the narcotics that are derived from opium. Opium से जो narcotics derive हुए जाते हैं वो कोडीन और मॉर्फिन होती है. हमने डिस्कस किया पहले टॉपिक के अंदर. तो narcotics drugs जैसे कोडीन and morphine act as directly act करते हैं CNS पे directly. Drugs and brought into the country is कोरियस. कोरियस से drugs आते हैं. Drugs such are helpful in the treatment of cancer, pain, nausea due to radiation and chemotherapy, glucamine such as eye disease के लिए vision loss हो जाता है और blindness loss हो जाती है. ड्रग वो होते हैं मिरोजिना. The National Institute on Drug Abuse (NIDA) describes as a major public health problem drug abuse. Drugs such as are helpful in the treatment of cancer, pain, nausea due to the radiation and chemotherapy, and glaucoma and eye diseases that results in the loss of vision and can cause blindness. Are marijuana. The Nation Institute on Drug Abuse (NID) describes as a major public health problem. It is drug abuse. The category of drug receives the highest regulation by the Federal Controlled Substances Act as a schedule is first drug. फर्स्ट ड्रग जो सा ड्राइव हुआ था द रिड्यूसिंग अमेरिकन वॉलंटरी act as a 2022 was designed to cut down the presence of drug in clubs. A statute that went into the effect in 1973 in New York, the increased penalties for drug possessions and sales of drugs were called Rockefeller. Which of the following is supervised by a sitting judge and in an intensive community-based treatment, rehabilitation, and supervision program for drug defendants are drug court? Let's challenge now those who believe marijuana should be permitted for medicinal reasons to convince Congress to amend, that is, the Controlled Substances Act. The state passed Proposition 36, which provided for treatment in first and second minor drug offense that took effect in 2001. That is, ये कैलिफोर्निया आ जाएगा इसमें. The denial to some sick people of the drug needed for treatment, costing billions of dollars, who showing little success, and whether the government approaches her differential impact on the persons of colors and poor are all criticisms of the war on the drug. What is the liquid obtained by the fermentation of carbohydrates by yeast or by distillation? That is alcohol. What are type of substances refer to any drug that a state in the question has designated? It is such as controlled. What type of possession occur when a person has actual physical control over the drug in question? Actual possession. The possession states may specify varying degree or offense, and those offenses may also be classified in terms of intent. Wit is commonly used in drug trafficking to reduce or eliminate competition, expanded market, and imitate anyone who interfere with the trafficking. Is the violence. Next one है जी. The NID estimates that annual cost of alcohol, tobacco, and illicit drugs is over the cost related to crime, lost work productivity, and healthcare is $700 million. Some jurisdictions today invoke the criminal law to cover such as when a pregnant woman uses drugs including alcohol, cigarette, and prescription drugs which may cause injury or death to the fetus. It is a fetus abuse. The Supreme Court views forfeiture of property as punishment and applies which clause of the 8 amendments is cruel and unusual. The Controlled Substances Act amount other provisions and established five categories of controlled substances, also to as schedules. The main object of this act was to consolidate and amend the law related to the narcotics to make strength provisions for the control and regulations of a person habitual of to regular consumptions of any narcotics, drugs, or psychotropic substances known as addict. Cannabis include charas and ganja. Opium derived included all the preparation containing more than 0.2% of morphine. Opium means coagulation juice of opium papaya and it mix excluded preparation containing less than the 0.2% morphine. Opium derivatives include all the preparations containing more than 0.2% of morphine. Opium derivatives include all above medicinal opium and prepared opium, phenanthrene, alkaloids such as morphine, codeine, and thebaine, and salts and diacetyl morphine with its salts. Diacetyl morphine is also known as hemp. Medicinal cannabis is also known as hemp. Opium papaya includes plants and papavers seminiferum. Cocaine derivatives include ergotamine and cocaine, both A and B. Such substances, drug and psychotropic substances, consultative community consists of 20 members. Section 8 of this act is the prohibited center operation. Cocaine is methyl ester and benzyl aconium. Coca leaf contain more than 0.1% cocaine. Opium derived include all the following except charas. Medicinal cannabis means extract of cannabis. Operational related to narcotics and drugs and under the section 8 controlled by the state government. Diacetyl morphine is also known as heroin. Plant of the specific of papaver from which opium of any phenanthrene alkaloid can be extracted is called opium papaya. Prepared opium is in an extract suitable for smoking. Which of the following is the psychotropic plants under the Narcotics, Drugs, and Psychotropic Substance Act as barbital, cocaine, hemp, and opium are defined under the Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances Act. The use of cannabis product is in adulteration in preparation throughout and filling. Refined can be obtained from thrombococaine, coffee arabica, and thesanesis. A person is drug addicted because of irresistible urge to take the drugs and increase the dose. The effects of opiates is none of these. Amphetamines are central nervous system stimulant. Barbiturates are CNS depressant. The first Schedule to Drug and Cosmetics Act as 1940 prescribed. Authoritative books of Siddha and Union tip systems. Narcotics, Drugs, and Psychotropic Substances Act was passed in the year 1985. The plant of the species of papaver from which opium or any phenanthrene alkaloid can be extracted is called opium papaya. Prepared opium is an extract suitable for smoking. Which of the following is the psychotropic substances under the Narcotics Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act? Barbital. Such schedule of to drug and cosmetics are first and second. Per of the Narcotics Drugs Psychotropic Substances Act, gentlemen, flowering fruit, top of cannabis sativa, डाइथाइलमाइड आएगा इसका. Brown sugar is narcotics of opiate. Which of the following statement is true? Barbiturates causes memory impairment, slurred. Tobacco smoking causes inflammation of lungs, alveoli, and causes emphysema, which is not included in the opiate. Morphine. इसका है pethidine. Which of the psychedelic drug is all of them? Which can carcinogenic in tobacco? Benzaprine. Withdrawal. The symptoms are not shown by the stimulants. Neuritics occurs as a result of inflammation of the axons. The drugs taken intravenously is the category of fourth drug. The opium is derived from which part of the white papaya plant is capsule. A synthetic disparate analgesic is pethidine. The alcoholics generally suffer from which victim deficiency is the vitamin A. Urine of alcoholics generally reported hyperosmotic. Which of the following is narcotic? Bhang. Abnormalities in fetus are caused by LSD. LSD is derived from the cordyceps. Addiction of LSD will lead to the damage of the symptoms of hallucination. Thank you.